Stage 12 was 209.5 kilometers. There were two Cat 1 climbs at the end, and it finished after a downhill. There was a big breakaway that got away, and there are some names that have been in the breakaway this year already, like Nicholas Roach, Dylan Toombs, Rui Costa, Simon Clark, Tej Benut. Peter Sagan also went earlier for some green jersey points, and Tim Wellens was in the breakaway for the KOM points. Things were a bit hectic for a while until the race really took shape on that final climb. On the second to last climb, Lilian Calmejean, he went on an attack, but he was caught just before the line there by Tim Wellens, who took maximum points on that first Category 1 climb. And then Simon Clark went on a solo attack. Clark was on the front for a while, and then Matteo Trentin tried to bridge across. Now behind that, a group including Gregor Mulberger and Matthias Frank attacked, and they were caught by a larger group of Simon Yates, Tony Gallopin, and Nico Roth. Up ahead, Trentin made it up to Clark, and he just kept going. He dropped Clark. Yates and Mulberger, they made their way out of that chase group, and they returned the favor. They caught Trentin, and they left him behind. Those two were off the front for a while, and from behind, Pello Bilbao was trying to catch up, and he almost made it back on the climb, but as soon as he was right there, Yates put in an acceleration, and he went right back out the back. However, there was a long descent to the finish line, and Bilbao was able to make it back on the front. So there was a group of three, Yates, Mulberger, and Bilbao, and there was a larger chase group behind, but they didn't seem to be working together very well. The three riders in front were working together well, and they managed to build up a pretty good gap of over a minute. None of the three tried a solo attack. They waited to play cat and mouse until the final kilometer, so it all came down to a sprint, and Simon Yates had perfect position coming into the final corner, and he took the victory. Here's the rest of the top 10, and as far as GC goes, it was a snoozer. Team Ineos hit the front, and no one really tried to do anything. I didn't expect much, but it was even sleepier than I thought it would be back there. And here's why. Everyone has their eye on tomorrow's time trial. It's 27.2 kilometers, a little bit hilly. It should be a day for the specialists because it's still somewhat early on in the tour. Now, interestingly enough, Rowan Dennis abandoned the tour today, and no one really seems to know why. It doesn't appear that he was injured. There are reports that maybe he was arguing with his team car beforehand. So there's one guy that's out of the picture. Chad Haga, he won the final time trial at the Giro this year, so he could be a potential winner tomorrow. However, we've seen this tour has been all about momentum, and Sunweb seems to be in like disarray. They can't seem to have anything go right, so I'm not sure if Chad Haga is going to win tomorrow. Some other potential winners include Alex Dowsett, who won the British time trial recently. Wout van Aert, he won a time trial in the Dauphiné, and if we follow the momentum theme, Team Jumbo's been on a roll. Even Tony Martin, I mean, he's probably past his prime a little bit, but if he has a super day, he would have a chance to win. Also, following the momentum theme, we have Luke Durbridge. He could be a potential winner tomorrow. Even Geraint Thomas should have a chance tomorrow. We expect him to do the best out of the GC guys, but if he has a really good day, he could actually win. So what are my predictions? First of all, Alaphilippe should keep yellow. He would need to lose over 2 seconds per kilometer. I don't see that happening. He's going to be motivated. So who's going to win the stage? I'm going to pick Alex Dowsett. He hasn't really had to do much work over the opening stages of the tour, and we've seen Chad Haga at the front. We've seen Wout van Aert at the front. So Dowsett should be very fresh, very motivated, and he's going to take the victory tomorrow. When it comes to the GC, we expect Geraint Thomas to have the best time out of the GC guys. Don't be surprised if Bernal puts in a good time trial. He's not a bad time trialist, as people seem to think for whatever reason, and other guys are going to lose time. Richie Porte might get back some time. He's a pretty good time trialist. And it's all about Thibaut Pinot. Can he make up some of that time that he lost in the crosswinds? We did see the FDJ had a good team time trial, so can he do that on an individual level? So overall, I predict Dowsett to win, Alaphilippe to keep yellow, and Geraint Thomas to put even a bigger gap to the rest of his rivals. So that's it for today. See you tomorrow.